Hello, good evening. Thank you for watching. Elise makes a bunch of videos. Pretty short one. It is like 5 a.m. I don't want to rant forever. But I wanted to make a video about like hindsight, learning lessons from challenges, and sort of the difference between sort of black and white, dwelling on things that have happened and seeing the sort of nuanced gray area from things that have happened that you didn't plan on, didn't really go your way, and just being able to revisit and yeah, just like learn lesson from various things. I think it's something that I struggle with depending on what it is, particularly if it's something to do with being patient with myself and others sometimes when I get myself involved with needing other people to do things. So I had like a recent video, possibly the last one, where I was talking about not learning to drive manual again. Not my only video on that topic. But I think the main thing with that, and I am still on the like fence of dwelling on it and not really learning a lesson. And I keep flip-flopping back and forth between thinking, do I still want to learn? Do I still want to try and learn to drive manual? Because at the end of the day, I do still want to learn, but then that means I think having to come to terms with the process of learning, and it's not something that I guess you get right away, especially if you're not actually doing it for like months at a time. So if I do try to tackle that in the future, it will definitely have to be like scheduled driving lessons and something that will actually have a result in like a reasonable, what I consider to be a reasonable amount of time. Just like buying a car and not being able to drive it for 2 months was a bit ridiculous, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. I think that there's a very fine line, again, between like learning a lesson and dwelling on things that have happened. Yeah, and I think we're all sort of in that boat with this like coronavirus thing, especially people who are in bad financial states, or like if you're someone who's been paycheck to paycheck and then lost your job, like yeah, that's gonna be a challenge for sure. So I mean, crazy times. But anyways, that's my video for today. I don't know if that made any sense. Comment if you think there's something you're dwelling on or learning a lesson from. I think it's really funny that we're in the year 2020, because definitely hindsight is like a theme for my 2020 so far. Not just with the cars, multiple cars, but with other stuff. But yeah, just constantly learning, thinking you've learned something, and then having to realize you haven't quite learned that. Maybe there is no learning. Maybe there's no getting over it. Maybe there's just stuff that repeats itself, and the only thing that you can learn is to handle it better. That's probably the real lesson, but that's like hard pill to swallow sometimes. So, yeah. Anyways, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time. Peace.